Child's pose. Child's pose. Take your toes together, the back of the mat, knees wide. And just relax. Tune into your breath. I already hear some pretty strong Ujjayi breathing. So now is the time. You have your eyes closed, your breath working for you. Just tune into your body. Come into this present space, this moment on your mat. And this pose is always here for you. This is your recovery pose. If you lose your breath, if you feel like you can't keep up with the flow, if you need to just relax for a minute, this is where you'll come back to. Feel your foundation. Feel your hands pressing into the ground, your knees, your feet. Feel that ground firmly beneath you. And then just relax. Let gravity do the work of letting your hips settle a little bit closer, releasing, relaxing. On your next inhale, lift up to your hands and knees, tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And let's gently wake up the spine with some cat-cow. So on an inhale, look forward, take an arch in your back, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, curl in, shrink your chest, and pull your belly button up into your spine, engage through your core. Use your breath as you inhale, you lengthen. Maybe even looking up, taking a round in your back. Exhale, squeezing everything in, using your hands to ground down, push, engage through your core. One more inhale. Look forward, lengthen out your spine, feel your tailbone tilt. Inhale, curl in. Good, come to neutral, neutral back, neutral hips. Press down into your hands, and then straighten your legs, downward facing dog. Once again, let's take a moment to feel out our foundation here. Feet pressing down into the mat. Hands also pressing down from your first finger knuckle and your thumb knuckle. So you're pressing with your entire palm, not just your wrist. Your index finger is facing forward, but you have an external rotation in your arms. So you're not actually moving your hands, but your right hand is spinning clockwise, your left hand counterclockwise like it's opening a jar of pasta. And the eyes of your elbows shine forward, so your arms are externally rotating forward, creating space in your shoulders, opening up. Good breath. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, slowly walk your hands back to your heels. Heels press down into the ground. Forward fold, lengthen out your hamstrings. Tilt your tailbone forward. And then bring a little bit of water into this pose. Take your feet hip-width distance. Grab opposite elbows. Relax. Slowly take your torso over to the left side of your mat. And then the right. Whatever feels good. Just stretch in your legs. Let gravity once again do the work. Pulling your crown of your head down to the ground. Lengthening out. Find some stillness. Come back to center, release your elbows, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, raise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up overhead, press your hands together, take your hands to heart center. Find your drishti. We'll begin class with three arms, sorry, just kidding. Take a deep breath in. Press your feet down into the ground, create length, space in your body, reach up even higher, and then exhale, fold forward, hinge in half, halfway lift, inhale, Take your arms out to a T, squeeze through your shoulder blades, feel all that activation in your back, press your heart forward. This is a flat back, yeah, you feel it? Press your hands down into the ground, keep your shoulder blades active, bend your knees so you can keep your back flat, and keep squeezing through your shoulders as you walk out into a high plank. Engage through your core, moving on Bandha, belly button drawing in and up. Lean forward onto your tiptoes, chaturanga, elbows 90 degrees. Press the top of your feet down into the mat, top of your toes press down, upward facing dog. Lengthen the front half of your body. Downward facing dog, press back. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees to hover. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Press down, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, upward facing. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees to hover. Look between your hands, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Flow like water, halfway in. Step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Move with your breath, inhale to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward. Mountain pose, press down, rise up, lengthen, exhale, fold forward, into half. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Step back, lower down, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One more sun egg, build an inner fire, lift up to your toes, bend your knees to hover, step and jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Mountain pose, reach all the way up to the ceiling. Forward fold, draw in from your core. Halfway lift, inhale, shoulders squeeze together, coil up like a spring, chaturanga back. Upward facing dog, press your heart to the sky, downward facing dog, hips to the wall behind you. Take a deep breath in, and let it go out of your mouth. One more deep breath in, sigh out. Although it's Friday, people, inhale, lift up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, fold. Mountain pose, put together, knees together, exhale, chair pose. With every breath, you're moving deeper into your chair. Every exhale, sitting deeper. Every inhale, reaching higher, squeezing through your shoulder blades. Raise your drishti up. Sit a little bit deeper. Awesome. One more breath in. Exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Stay in this low warrior one lunge. And you take airplane arms. Your torso is at 45 degrees. Engage through your core. Press your left foot forward. Pull your right leg back and now stand all the way up into warrior one. Think deep into your right knee. Squeeze your heels into the center of the mat. Deep into your right knee. Pressing out to the pinky side of your foot. One more inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Stay in this lunge for a minute, flying through foundation. Airplane arms, squeeze through your shoulders, lift your chest. Press down, squeeze in through your heels as you lift all the way up to warrior one. Hips square to the front of the room. And if your left knee is over your ankle, then that means you want to step out wider. Otherwise, sink down into your knee. Let your leg become parallel to the ground. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink deeper. Stay here. One more breath in. Reach up higher. Exhale, chaturanga. Take it all the way down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sit deeper. Inhale, mountain stand all the way up. Exhale, sit back down into your chair. Stay low. Inhale, reach out with your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. One breath, step forward. Inhale, reach up to warrior one. Exhale all the way back to your shana. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, step back. Lower down, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, step up. Inhale, reach up, create an inner flyer. Exhale, fold forward. Flow like water. Move with your breath, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, press down. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Exhale to the mat. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or jump to the front, halfway lift. Fold. Mountain pose, stand all the way up, reach up. Exhale, chair pose, sink deep. One more breath in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step back into your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior one, reach up. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Heels in a line. Step your stance out a little bit wider. External rotation in your legs. Your right leg spinning clockwise, left leg counterclockwise. And then squeeze your heels into the center. Feel that grounding foundation. Reach your fingertips wide. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, reach up, look up to your left hand. Lengthen your right side body. Windmill all the way down to the mat. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Left foot forward, warrior one, step down, inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Foundation, heels in a line. Deepen in your left knee. Squeeze in through the center. Reach out from your fingertips. And then squeeze your rhomboid, shoulder blades squeezing in to touch each other. Keep reaching long out of your fingertips. Drishti over your left middle finger. Look to the front of the room. Bend deeper in your left knee. Inhale, reverse. Reach up and lengthen your left side. Exhale, your windmill down to the earth. Good. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. Everybody's body is different. If you're 5 foot tall, you're going to be able to vinyasa much more quickly than someone who's 7 feet tall. So move with your breath. That is the practice of yoga. Tuning your body and your breath in together, connecting your mind to your body. Don't worry, we'll all wind up here in downward dog together before we move on. So I want you to focus on your breath in this vinyasa. And when we're in these recovery poses, downward facing dog, slow down your breath. Pranayama, breath control. Get back in control of your breath. Good. Slow, deep, powerful yogi breath. Extend your right leg straight back, 3-legged up. Press your left heel down into the ground. Lengthen out through your left hamstring. Toes pointed down. Flex your foot towards your face. Activation in your entire foot. And you're going to want to keep this activation in every single pose. So if you're going to cue it more, it's going to build strength and power in your leg and your balance. And now step forward, right foot right in between your hands, crescent lunge. Grip the mat with your left toes. Fire up every muscle in your left leg. Squeeze your calf, squeeze your quad, squeeze your glute. Bend deep into your right knee. Listen up, inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, your left knee hovers 2 inches above the mat. Yeah, lean down. Inhale, back up. Fire up your left leg. Exhale, left knee to hover. Inhale, lift back up, squeeze everything. Exhale, left knee to hover. One more time, lift back up. And then exhale, set your knee down onto the ground. Press the top of your foot down into the ground. Hands to heart center. Modified crescent twist. Reach your left hand forward, right hand back. Look to your right fingers. Drishti to your right hand. Where the eyes go, the mind follows. So keeping your gaze focused, just as important as keeping your breath focused. Press your right hand into the back of your left leg. Reach your left fingertips up. Look up to your left hand. Lengthen, stretch. Feel this across your torso. Come back to center, crescent lunge. And you can either stay in this modification or lift all the way up. Hands press to heart center. Lean forward with a flat back and twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of your right leg. Squeeze your hands in together. With every twist, this is your mantra. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. When you exhale, you'll find more space to twist into. And you're creating space in your body, pressing the crown of your head, lengthening. Open your arms wide. Use your left hand to help you twist deeper. Drishti to your right finger, tips. One more breath. Engage through your core. Come up to warrior two. Set up your warrior two. Go to the line. Deep into your right knee. Knee pressing to the pinky side of your foot. Inhale, reverse, reach up. Exhale, side angle lunge. Your right hand goes to the inside of your right foot. And once again, we're opening through our hips. So press your knee into your arm into your knee, and feel how that lets you open up even more through your right hip. We're also creating space in our left side. So press your left heel down into the mat. From your heel to your hip, from your hip to your armpit, and from your armpit to your fingertip, tip left. Extend your left hand forward, extend side angle lunge. Keep spinning your chest open, look under your arm, squeeze your heels into the center, and if you want to intensify, reach your right hand forward, engage through your core. If you want to take it easier, bring your right elbow to your right knee. Keep breathing here, squeezing into the center. One more deep breath. Come up to your warrior two. Exhale all the way down to the mat, window down. Vinyasa through, vinyasa through. Yeah, and you'll hear me say vinyasa through. That means you can do that sun A, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, or you can just go straight back into your downward facing dog. Or you can do 5 push-ups. You can do whatever you want. Just move with your breath. Connect your body and your mind to your breath. Nice, you're actually doing 5 push-ups. That's pretty awesome. 3-legged dog, left foot pressing back. Right heel sinking down to the ground. Lengthen through your right hamstring. Toes pointed down, pulling towards your nose, foot active. You're strengthening your hamstring too as you're pushing out through your heel. Really important for the balancing series. So work it right now. One more breath. Crescent lunge. Step forward. Grip the mat with your right toe. Reach up, fire up your right leg. Your left leg is just like the training wheels on a tricycle right here. All the work is in your right leg. Your left leg is just there to help you balance. Reach up. And as you exhale, hover your right knee 2 inches above the mat. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, right knee hovers. Inhale, lift up, squeeze through your right leg. Exhale, bend your right knee and hover. One more time, lift up. Exhale to hover. Lift back up, and then set your right knee down gently. Press the top of your foot down into the mat. Hands to heart center. And this time your right fingers reach forward, left fingers back. Modified crescent twist. Look to your left fingertips. Good. Feel this lengthening, stretching. Your left hand goes to your right leg. Your right fingers reach up. Look up to your right hand. Come back to center. You can lift back up into your crescent lunge or stay in this modification. Hands to heart center. Lean forward with a flat back twist to the left. And keep squeezing your hands in together. Squeezing your belly button, lifting up into your spine. All the work is coming out of your core right here. Open your arms wide whenever you're ready. Drishti to your left fingertips. You got this. One more breath. Engage through your core, warrior two. Come up from around. Set up your foundation, check your feet out. Where are your heels? Where is your left knee? Press your left knee towards the pinky side of your foot. Inhale, reverse, reach up. Exhale into your side angle lunge. Left hand down into the ground. Stay in that deep bend in your left knee. 90-degree angle bend in your left knee. Good. Open up through your shoulders. Opening up through your hips. Bring in some foundation, some earth. Squeeze your heels into the center. Engage your core, Uddiyana Bandha. And if you want to intensify it, first lengthen. Extend your right fingers forward. and then reach your left hand up. Your heels squeezing into the center will help you stay in this. If you want to modify to take down the power, bring your elbow to your knee. One more breath, squeeze everything in. Lift back up to warrior two. Windmill all the way down, vinyasa through. Find your breath, Ujjayi, calm and control. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees to hug. Step or jump to the front, tap over. Fold. Mountain pose, stand up, reach up, feet together, knees together, press your hands together. As you exhale, sit into a deep chair pose, hands apart center. Bring your hands to your shoulder plexus. Squeeze them in together. Inhale, sit a little bit deeper. Lean forward with a flat back. Twist to the right. Left elbow all the way to the outside of your right knee. And check out your left knee. It's going to have a tendency to try to sneak forward. So sit deeper and square into the ground. Open your arms wide. Use your left hand to help you out in this twist. And remember your mantra in your twist. With every inhale, you lengthen the crown of your head forward. Every exhale, you have more space for twist. Every breath doing something. Every breath working a little bit deeper into pose. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Feet hip width distance. Grab your big toes and pull the crown of your head down to the ground. Elbows out to either side. Relax, release. Shake your head out. Yes and no. And then always end on a yes, because in Baptiste, we are a yes. And ask yourself right now, what are you a yes for? What's the first thing that pops into your head? I'm a yes for tacos. I have an Instagram account that's only taco pictures. It's true. It's called Tacogram. Check it out. Follow me. But what are you a yes for? Right? Just whatever pops into your head, just remember that for later. Bring your feet back in together. Inhale, reach up. Mountain pose. Create length in your body. Press your hands together. And on your exhale, sit down into your chair pose. Hands pressing in together. Squeezing everything into that center line. Sit a little bit deeper. Lean forward with a flat back. Twist to the left. Check out your right knee. That's going to be the culprit this time. And you can use your right elbow, your right arm to help you press your right knee back. Open your arms wide. Sit a little bit deeper. Look up to your left fingertips. Every breath you're going farther into your pose. Every breath working your growing edge in practice. Sit just 2 inches deeper. I know you got this. One more deep inhale. Exhale, you fold forward. If you hip width distance one more time. Padagustasana, grab your big toes. Pull the crown of your head down to the ground. Lengthen your spine. Keep a hold of your toes. Halfway lift, inhale. And as you exhale, slide your entire hand under your foot, deepen into gorilla pose, Hatha Hatha. Drop your head, drop your neck. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Find your breath, fire back up from Ujjayi. Release your hands, step your feet in together. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose, lengthen your body. Exhale, wrap up, eagle pose, right leg over, right arm under. And if your balance isn't super strong yet, it will be through this practice, but taking a block to the outside of your left foot to press your toes into will help. Squeeze your legs in together. Squeeze your elbows in together. When you squeeze your elbows, feel this opening in your shoulders or belts. Lean back just a little bit. Trust your core. Your abs have got you. You won't topple over. Try it out, you guys. Actually lean back. I know it's scary. Good. Yeah, there you go. Squeeze everything in. One more breath. Really hug it in. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale, wrap up. Left leg over. Left arm under. Gadadasana. Eagle on the left. And as you get more comfortable with this vinyasa, as you can move with your breath more confidently and easily, You'll see as you move with your breath, as you wrap up on an exhale, there's more space to squeeze into. Vinyasa is finding the poses in between the poses, linking all this together. Just because you're done with one side doesn't mean you're done with the pose. And just because you're done with the pose doesn't mean you're done with the practice. As you get more confident, you link it all together and find this ease of transition and grace. Keep squeezing everything in. One more breath. Inhale, mountain pose. Gracefully fly up. Mudita. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift your right knee up. Left hand to your left hip crease. Press down into your standing foot. And then open up your right knee to the right. Left knee opening to the left. Left hand out to the left. And your drishti goes to your left fingertips. Feel this coming from your spine, just like a book opening from the spine. Two more breaths. Really working your balance here. Remember, your drishti, your eyes are so integral. Come back to center. Keep your leg raised. Warrior three. Whatever arm variation suits you. Press your right heel back. Pull your toes towards your nose. Really fire up your right leg. If you're reaching your arms forward, lift your biceps up higher, closer to your ears. If you have airplane arms, squeeze your pinkies in together like they're going to touch. Opening up through your heart, squeezing through your rhomboids, your shoulder blades. Bring your hands to heart center, press in. Half moon pose, the left hand reaches down, the right hand reaches up. A block is a super great tool to have here to help you press down into the ground. Bringing the ground a little bit closer to you. And you're stacking everything in the same plane. Your hips are stacked over each other, your shoulder blades are stacked, your nostrils are stacked. Lift your right foot 2 more inches. Pull your toes towards your nose. Activation in your foot. One more deep breath in. Get really big here. And then slowly step into ragdoll. Really easy here. Take your feet equal distance. And just do whatever feels good for you to release. Maybe you stick out your foot. Maybe you take an eagle pose or a crow pose here. Yeah, I'm a really big proponent of just, in your practice, listening to your body and taking what you need. If you don't get anything else out of this yoga practice, hopefully you'll get that. Take your feet back together. Inhale, mountain pose. Press down into your feet, stand up, reach up, create length in your body. Hands to heart center. Mudita on the left. Take a moment after you lift your left foot and feel your right foot pressing firmly to the ground. Feel your big toe knuckle, your pinky toe, the outside of your right heel, the inside of your right heel. It's like a rectangle, right? Just rock your foot back and forth. Feel all those different corners. Your foot is really big and flat, and it's really solid. So whenever you're ready, open up. Know that you have this entire support helping you balance. Look out to your right hand. Move your drishti slowly. Move your eyes slowly. Challenging your balance here. Only through challenging big growth. Come back to center. Take a warrior three. Whatever arm variation empowers you the most, makes you feel most like a warrior. Press your heel back. Really activating your left leg. That's where the strength in this pose is coming from. Use your breath. Open up through your ribs. Squeeze through your shoulders. Lift your chest a little bit higher. Bring your hands to heart center. Half moon pose on the right. On the right. So if you're one of those people in here who has a really solid half moon, that's really great. I'm happy that you've mastered the pose. But now, it's time to do something to get a little bit bigger. You can look up to your left fingertips, challenging your balance with your drishti. You can hover your right fingers, engaging through your core. Maybe you even reach back and grab your ankle, opening up into sugar cane. But wherever you are, if you haven't fallen yet, I want you to do something big, something scary. 2 more breaths. Find your edge. Go there. And as you exhale, you slowly step down. Ragdoll. Nice job, guys. Proud of you. Ragdoll pose. Fold forward. Step your feet back together. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose, both hands up. Dancer pose on the right. Your right hand falls behind you, catching the inside, the arch of your right foot. Really important that you're holding the inside of your foot, because that's going to let you open up through your shoulders. Slowly begin to kick your foot into your hands. So you're switching hips to your left inside. Feel this opening through your shoulder blades. Lengthening in your spine, look up to your fingertips. 1 more breath in, reach a little higher. Exhale, step down. Both hands up. See if you can connect this flow gracefully like you're swinging the back stroke. Left hand falls behind you, catching the inside of your left foot. Set up, and then take off by kicking your foot into your hands. Creating length in your body, length in your spine. Keep reaching up, looking up to your fingertips. Awesome work, you guys. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, step down. Inhale, reach up. Hands to heart center. Stand on your left foot. Bring your right foot into your left leg. Press your foot into your leg, anywhere except for your knee. So if your foot is on your knee, lower your foot down to your calf, or raise it up to your quad. Your knee is a hinge joint. You're going to put pressure on the sideways. But you're pressing your foot into your leg, and your leg is pressing back into your foot to generate the stability. Feel the stability that activation occurs. Gently draw your belly button up into your spine, activating through your core. Bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears, and then bring them back. And then that probably caused your ribs to pop out, so once again, draw your ribs in, activating abdominis rectus. And this is your true north right here, standing in full activation with all these muscles engaged in your chest, in your torso, in your leg, in your trunk. 1 more breath. Exhale, step down. Switch. Right foot presses down. Press your left leg into your foot. And feel your toes helping you out here. Those are like your roots. You're bringing activation into your legs by pressing your feet in. Lace up your core, draw your belly button in and up. Shrug your shoulders up and then back. If you just take your shoulders back, you'll encounter a bone in your shoulder blades that won't let you bring your shoulders all the way back. So you want to take your shoulders up to your ears first, and then back and over that bone. And then once again, draw your ribs in. So now that your tree has been planted firmly, grow your tree. Whatever tree is your favorite tree, emulate that tree. Be that tree. Maybe you are a pine tree, or your arms are down like a weeping willow, or a juniper, or a hackberry. I was a forestry major. I can name trees all day. Just grow into the most beautiful tree that you can imagine. 2 more breaths. Exhale, step down. Stand at the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, up top. Downward facing dog, press your hips back. Step your right foot forward, warrior 1, press down, inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up. And then just step out a little bit wider. Let's get in the default of defaulting bigger. Right? We all already have a default practice, so what if we make our default to already step it out a notch? Reverse, reach up, straighten your front leg. Triangle pose. Your right toes are faced towards the front of the room. And once again, this is a pose where we're focused on everything being a single line. Right? Your hips are in the same line, shoulders stacked in the same line. Squeeze your heels in towards the center of the mat. Feel that activation, that stability that you just generated. And then draw your belly button in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. Press your right hand down into something to feel all this grounding energy, activation. And then if you want to take this to the next level, You can reach your left hand forward. Your left hand is in the same long line of energy as your heel. Squeeze your heels back into the center. Just really fire up your stability and reach your right hand forward. Extended triangle pose. This is optional. Squeezing in through your core, squeezing your heels in. Really feel your core working for you. One more breath. Inhale, lift all the way up. Pivot your right foot to the left side of your mat. Reach up, puff your chest up to the sky, and fold forward. I call this Burger King forward fold because you can have it your way. Do whatever feels good in your body. You can take an arm bind if your shoulders are tight. If your legs are really sore because you ran earlier today, just this pose right here might be enough. You can deepen your fold by walking your hands back towards the back of your mat through your heels. Or you can take an inversion, pressing weight into your arms and into the crown of your head. But once again, just listen into your body. Use the tools that you have so far to figure out what feels good. What can you do for yourself in this moment? Because more than strength, more than power, that's what yoga has given me, the ability to listen. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. So you have a flat back right here. Engage through your core. Bring your hands to your hip creases and slowly stand all the way up, keeping your back straight. Pivot your right foot to face the front of the room, and then bump your left heel in. Pyramid pose. Hips are square to the front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over your right leg. So once again, you'll notice hips either square to the front or hips are open. And if our hips are square, we can use that same activation as we do in other square hip poses. So press your left hip forward, pull your right hip back, square your hips to the front of the room. Press your left heel down into the ground. And then strength or lengthen out through the back of your right leg. Feel the stretch in your right quad and right calf. Two things can happen. Either you're not really feeling anything in this pose, in which case you want to step your feet farther apart, or your feet are so wide that your left heel is off the ground, in which case you want to step your feet in just a little bit so you can really press through your left heel. Keep drawing your nose towards your right kneecap. And then after a few breaths, maybe question if you're in your fullest expression of this pose, and try something new. Maybe try sliding your feet out a little bit farther. Challenging your default. 2 more breaths. Tune into this pose. Really feel everything going on in your body, in your hips, in your back, in your head. Bend your right knee. Chaturanga, step back. Vinyasa through Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha, whatever feels good to you. Step your left foot forward. Warrior 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up. Heels in a line. Bend deep into your left knee. Step your feet out just a little bit wider. Yeah, inhale, reverse. Reach your left hand up, straighten your left leg. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Reach forward and hinge down. So we're really focused on creating length in the body whenever we're reaching up, finding space. So right now in your left hip crease, if there's any crunching, if you feel like that space got compromised, a block is a really great tool to press into to help you lift up. Squeeze your heels into the center, generate stability, grounding. Draw your belly button in and up, Mula Bandha. And if you want to take this to the next level, you reach your right hand forward, extend your pyramid, or triangle, Lift your left hand up. Keep squeezing through your heels, squeezing through your core, drawing all the strength from the ground up. Look under your right armpit, you're swinging your chest open, keeping everything in that same line, that same plane of energy. 1 more breath in, you got this. Bring yourself all the way up to stand. Bring your hands to your hip creases, keep your left foot facing forward. We're going to slowly step right into pyramid. So step your right foot forward, hips to the front of the room. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Nose to your left knee. So if you notice, there's really only 3 poses in this power flow that we're doing. There's mountain pose, there is warrior 2, And then there's crescent lunge. All the other poses are variations on these three. But that means that we can use the same activation, the same power, the same stability, the same muscle cueing to get deeper into these poses. So once again, just like in your warrior one, just like in your crescent lunge, press your right hip forward, pull your left hip back, square your hips to the front of it. And then we added an inversion into this one. Anytime your head is below your heart, that's an inversion. So focus, release your neck, release your head. Good, yeah. That's a really tough one for me too. In my own practice, I almost need someone there getting like, Max, release your neck. Just let it all go. Relax. We carry so much stress right here in our shoulders. It's a good practice. Just let all the thoughts fall out the top of your head. All the words, all the ideas. Just breathe. Bend your left knee. Chaturanga. Step back. Lower down. Hold your chaturanga. Feel these muscles working. Squeeze through your pecs. Engage your core. And whenever you're ready, whenever you can't take any more, lower all the way to the ground. Let your belly touch down. Take it here to the mat. Relax. Release. Let it all go. We're going to move into the back bend section now. This is a huge heart opening, activating all the muscles in the back side of your body. So using your breath is really important here. You're going to be able to open up, get into a huge full expression without using intelligence, without having to use conscious muscle activation. When you breathe deeply, your body will just naturally do what it knows how to do best. Switch your ears if you haven't already. There's another concept in yoga called sthira and sukha. Sthira, steadiness, sukha, ease. You want a balance of these two. Steadiness can be equivalent to power, to trying really hard, right? And ease can be equivalent to laziness, to not trying hard enough, to taking the easy path. So in every pose, yoga is not like running, it's not like climbing, it's not like any other sport or practice. You're trying to find the easiest, most powerful way of being. And that's what we're going to do right now. Bring your chin into center. Reach your arms forward. Super yogi. Pinkies down, thumbs up. Inhale, lift everything up. Lift your legs up. Lift your chest up. Lift your arms up. And then use your breath to lift a little bit higher. Yes. One more inhale. Lift even higher. Just kidding. There's one more after that. Lift even higher. Exhale, lower down. Take your arms out to a T. Tickle your neighbor's armpit. Inhale, lift up. Lift up, squeeze through your shoulder blades. Feel the opening in your chest by squeezing in. Every muscle in your back activate. Lift up higher. One more breath here. Exhale, lower down. Palms down. Pinkies in, hands by your hips. Final locust, inhale, lift up. Squeeze through your shoulders. Lift your legs off the ground. You got this. Bend your knees, reach back, grab your shins, grab your ankles, grab something. And then lift back up even higher. Kick your feet into your hands to lift even higher. And then fire up your quads. Use your legs to lift yourself even higher. Full low. Look up, look forward. Take a huge bend in your back. One more breath. Exhale, lower down. Gently, gently, easily. Good work. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Jump through your hands. Yes, you can. And as soon as you land on your back, bridge pose. You are ready now. This is the biggest, most powerful expression that we're going to do in this entire practice. Everything's been culminating around getting you here. Warming up all the muscles in your back. Setting you up to be able to take a huge expression, huge heart opening back bend. Press your shoulders down into the ground, use your upper arm bones to lift your chest higher up into your chin. And as you exhale, slowly roll down your shoulders, your mid back, your lumbar spine. And then inhale, roll that up in that same way, lift your hips, lift your mid back, lift your shoulders. And then lift your shoulder blades up off the ground, everything lifting up. Keep pressing your heels down to lift your hips higher. One more breath in, lift up even higher. Exhale, lower down. Alright, you guys. It's time to get real. And I'm really serious about this. So, let's set up for a wheel pose. It's a really good pose. Alright, now. Wheel pose, bridge pose, everything you got. This is going to be huge. The past is in the past, the future isn't here yet. You only have one chance for this today. And this is it. Tune into your breath. Tune into your body. Inhale, lift up. Wheel pose, bridge pose, something big. It doesn't count till everyone's off the ground. Everyone lift up into a bridge, a wheel, something. Everyone doing something. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back into it. You got this. You still have one more breath. Lift up even higher. Chin to your chest. Lower down. Supta, Pada, Tadasana. The past is in the past. The future hasn't happened yet. All that matters is that you did your best in the present. So let all that shit go. It's done. It's already over. Just breathe. If you want to deepen this relaxation, deepen this hip opening, you can take happy baby. Grab the blade edges of your foot and pull your knees down into your armpits. Focus on your lumbar spine, your lower back stays sealed down into the ground. And you rock back and forth, gently massaging out the lowest part of your spine. If you're not a happy baby, if you're not rocking back and forth, you're a dead bug. Find stillness now. Reach your legs straight up, waterfall pose, legs up the wall. Toes pull towards your nose, activation in your feet. And reach your arms forward, shoulder blades off the ground. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, your heels lower 30 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, heels lower 60 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, heels hover. Look to your toes. Squeeze through your core. Both toes come up. You got this. You can use the back of your knees if you need to. Press your heart up to the ceiling. Good. Breathe deep, yogis. Use your breath here. Feel your core working. 2 more breaths. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, medium boat. Exhale to low. Inhale, medium. Exhale, low boat. Hold it, and lower all the way down. Nice. Yeah, it's springtime, you guys. Bathing suit season. Good work. Alright, since you guys have been doing so good, do something really fun right now. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to start by rocking and rolling. Right, rocking back onto your shoulders rolling forward to your hips. And then I want you to generate enough momentum to roll forward, engage through your core, and stand all the way up to mountain pose. Once you stand up to mountain pose, the fun isn't over because you're going to sit down into the lowest chair pose that you've ever done. Arms reaching forward to help you balance. You sit back down and do it one more time. Try it out. Roll forward, stand up, lower back down, nice ropes. Do a total of 3 mountain poses, and we'll all meet at the top. Yeah, see, yoga doesn't have to be serious. Good, mountain pose. Remember, we're all in mountain pose. That's when we'll go to the next phase, the next operation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Extend your right leg straight back. Bend your knee open. Stack your hips on top of each other. Half pigeon pose. Try to bring your right ankle all the way to your left wrist. Both of your legs are parallel to the mat. Thighs parallel to the mat. And then, just like in warrior pose, engage. Press your left foot forward, pull your right hip back, feel your hips square to the ground, and then slowly lower all the way down. So keep this activation. You can keep holding it steadily, or I like to move with my breath. Inhale, squeezing in, all that. Exhale, releasing. Tune into your breath. Slow your breath down. Make your exhales just as long and powerful as your inhales. Your inhales just as long as powerful as your exhales. An Ujjayi breath, it has 4 parts. You inhale slowly and deeply, and then there's a pause at the top of the breath of retention, and then you exhale just as long. And then there's a pause at the bottom of the breath. Keep cycling your breath, and notice with a room full of powerful breathers, it's just like the ocean. It sounds like waves coming in, rolling out. And so if you have any thoughts, anything popping up in your mind, observe those thoughts just like you would waves on the ocean. Come back to your breath and let those thoughts carried out with your out breath rolling away with the tide. Yoga, the union of the mind and the body. You are that space in between. You're not your mind, you're not your body. You can observe both of those things. Slowly walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back into a downward facing dog. Let blood circulation come back into your right leg. When you're ready, press your left leg back, bend your knee family to find an opening here so you can step into a nice, juicy, really big half pigeon whenever you're ready. Before you fold down, take in that activation in your king pigeon with your chest up. Press your right leg forward, pull your left leg back, feel that square, and then slowly lower yourself down. And if you're supporting yourself on your arms, walk your hands out farther so that your entire chest can melt down into the mat, melt down into your shin. Letting your full hip opening activation happen. Tune back into your breath. This is the best time to practice this. Practicing breath control, practicing mind control. So powerful and so good for you. There's somebody alive today who's going to live to be 150 years old. And the average length of human beings' life is going higher and higher. The causes of death are changing. Now it's stress, it's heart disease. So your yoga practice is one of your most powerful tools. Yoga is becoming one of the most powerful tools to stay healthy, stay happy. And not just for you, think about all the people who love you and care about you. Your yoga practice is bigger than just you. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, slowly lift yourself up. However you want to, find your way onto your back. However feels best. If there's any other pose that you need to complete your practice, please take it now. This is your practice. Otherwise, we're moving into Shavasana, final resting pose. Pose with no activations, no rotations. Just you and your breath. And as you make your way into Shavasana, as you slowly release everything, as you slowly relax everything, feel how totally easy it is, how totally relaxed you are right now. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Breathe all the way down into the pit of your belly and let your belly puff up with air. Breathing the only automatic function of our body that we can bring manual control over. When we breathe automatically, we only use 7% of our lungs though. So right now, take a really deep breath in and move some of that stale air out. On your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, point your toes, take a really long stretch in your body, and then curl your knees into your chest, roll over to your right side. Right here, take a moment to feel all the sensations. Tune into your senses, not your thoughts, and feel all the senses you take for granted. The weight of your own body, your own bones pressing into the ground. The colors on the back of your eyelids. Sounds, subtle, the sounds of your own body. Slowly, calmly bring yourself up to a seated position. Reach your arms up overhead. Press your hands in together. Hands fall through to heart center. We'll seal this practice with one Om. Take a breath in. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Or, as we say, Namaste.
Namaste.